Hey YouTube! So today's video is going to be a story time, and I think I'm going to start doing these on my channel pretty regularly. Like, I don't know, just telling all the stories that I go through or have been through or that happens to me and all that good stuff. So before we get started, make sure you subscribe and make sure you follow me on my social media. And so yeah, let's get started. Okay, so this story is about the time I had a panic attack, and when I tell you guys the story, you guys are gonna be like, oh my gosh, that was so dumb. Why did she have a panic attack? Well, I don't know, I freak out about certain stuff, and this was the first time I actually had a legit panic attack, like a legit one. And the issue was pretty petty, but you know, I don't know, I had a panic attack and I'm going to show you guys or tell you guys. So yeah. And before you leave in the comments, oh, that was such a petty reason to have a panic attack and all that stuff, well, I can't control when I have a panic attack. I just freaked out this time, and this was my first one, so I didn't know what it was. I really thought I was about to die. So yeah, it's pretty petty on why I had the panic attack, but I did, and you know, you can't help it if you have a panic attack. Okay, so for starters, we were at my dad's house. It was me and a couple of my friends, and I had my hair flat ironed. It was straight, and I wanted it back in like the curly, crinkly type or whatever, and this was a weave. I had a sew-in. So I went to go wash my hair, you know, and that night I didn't have like a bonnet or a scarf or anything, so I kind of like braided it one to this side, one to this side, you know, like two braids, just braided it. But I slept with it without a scarf or bonnet on. So yeah, the next day I woke up, and to me it just looked normal, you know. I mean, it was kind of messed up on the top, but I still have my two braids right there. And so I just got in the car, and then when I got in the car, then I put my bonnet on and stuff, and then we headed to Florida. We was on our way to Florida, so it was a long road trip. So we was on our way to Florida. Then we went to stop at a McDonald's while we were on the way, and I started feeling in the back of my hair like it had got really tangled. Like I had a whole bunch of huge like knots in my hair. Like the back of it was like knots in the weave that I had. And I was like, what in the world? And then I was like, I guess because I didn't sleep with a bonnet on, it's like really tangled. So I told my friend Jazz, I was like, Jazz, when we get to Florida, when we get to the hotel, I need you to comb my hair out because it is a mess back there. It is a mess. So a little time passed, and we're at the hotel, and now it's like a whole bunch of knots in my hair. Like it's just a whole bunch of knots. And I was like, that's when I started freaking out, because although it was a weave, you know, my real hair is underneath there. So I started like panicking because it's never happened to me before. So, but Jazz was like, calm down, we're gonna be able to take it out or whatever. So the first thing I do is like, I'm like, I don't care about anything. I don't care about going nowhere. I just want to get these like 3 huge knots out of my hair. So okay, Jazz starts like trying to untangle my hair, and then she tells my friend Taryn like, we have a problem. And then Taryn goes to try to untangle it, and she can't get it either. And I was like, okay, don't freak out, you know, just go wet it, like get it wet so it'd be easier to come out. So I go take a shower, and I wash the hair, so you know, get it wet again. And I get out the shower, and I'm like rushing everybody to like fix my hair. Like when something's bothering me, I have to get it like fixed like then and there, and my friends know me, like it has to be like fixed. So they start like untangling my hair again, and this time they're all over my head. Like it's one person right here, it's one person right there, it's another person right there, and everybody's looking, and it's like combs in my hair. Like all I hear is ripping right here and here and here, and it's like I know I have a sew-in, but all I'm thinking about is that my hair is braided underneath. So I started freaking out. Like I started getting really hot. I told my cousin, I was like, I need some water. And then my friends were joking. They was like, girl, anybody about to get you no water or whatever? And I was like, no, I really need some water. And then my cousin was like, okay, if Ashley's asking for water, something is really going on. So she bought me some water, and I started drinking it. But it's like I started feeling really weird. I never felt like that before. I was sweating. I couldn't breathe. Like I was like I could not breathe. And all I kept thinking about was my hair is going to fall out, or I'm gonna have to like cut a chunk of my hair out or something, because all I kept feeling is my hair being pulled this way, and then my hair being pulled that way. Like I was freaking out, and everybody was like, calm down. And then on top of that, my mom came in the room doing all this, and she was like, see, I told you, wearing all that weave, and now your hair gonna fall out. After that, I went crazy because, you know, like, we all know that, like, we believe everything our parents say. So after that, I went crazy. Like, I felt like my hair was about to fall out. So I started sweating. I couldn't see anymore. My vision got blurry. I was telling everybody, I was like, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I seriously can't breathe. I stood up and, like, I was dizzy and I was going like this. Everybody thought I was gonna pass out. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, calm down. Everybody was trying to fan me. I was crying. Yeah, I was freaking out. I couldn't see anyone. I couldn't walk straight. I couldn't even, like, drink the water. But yeah, I couldn't see anybody. Like my vision was gone. Imagine if you really just can't see anything. Like, that's how I felt. I couldn't see anything. So at that point, I just lost it. I tried to stand up and I was trying to walk and I couldn't walk right. Like, my balance wasn't right. Like, I started sweating and everything, and I just felt so overwhelmed. There was so many people in the room and it was just so hot, and everybody was like, calm down. And then the more somebody telling me to calm down, I couldn't. Everybody was like, breathe, breathe, and I just couldn't breathe. And I was crying, telling everybody I couldn't see, telling everybody my hair's gonna fall out. I was freaking out. It is, like, it's funny thinking about it now, but before, like, I never felt anything like that. Like, I never had a panic attack. Like, I know I can get anxiety sometimes, but I never had, like, a panic attack. So I was freaking out. I was standing up, going like this, looking crazy. And so then one of my friends had to take me to the bathroom. And for some reason, when I went to the bathroom and I sat on the toilet and I used the bathroom, I started calming down. Like, my vision came back. I stopped sweating and all that. And then it was like the panic attack was over once I got out of the room and went to the bathroom. And I think what happened to me was I was very overwhelmed by everybody standing around me and multiple people on my head. And then when my mom came in, she just made it worse, and I thought my real hair was gonna fall out. And anybody who knows me knows I'm very, like, hair is not just hair to me. Like, I love my hair, and I took my time to grow it back after I damaged it, and I thought I was gonna have to cut a chunk out. So I was just freaking out, and I was also mad that I wasted my money installing this hair and now it's matted in the back. Like, it was just way too much going on, and I started freaking out. And I was also mad because, like, who wants to go on vacation and their hair is messed up? The first day your hair is messed up, you get your hair done for vacation. My hair was done for vacation. So it was just all those factors, and it just made me have a panic attack. I in no way, shape, or form think that is a reason to have a panic attack over here. Like, it's really not, but you know, you can't control that. And I never felt that way before, and you really just can't control it. I never felt that overwhelmed to where I'm not breathing and all this stuff. And yeah, it's a petty reason, but you know, hey, things happen. But yeah, so after I went to the bathroom, I was like, okay, I don't even care about the 2 knots in my hair. I do not want to feel that again, because I almost felt like I was about to pass out. And then the next night, while we were on vacation, Taryn had to take my sewing out. And because if I would have left that sewing in for any longer, I would have started having a panic attack again, because it just felt so matted and I felt like my real hair just wasn't protected right. So she took it out immediately, and all in all, my real hair was fine. So I was being over dramatic as always. I'm really a dramatic person as it is. Like, I get real, like, worked up. So yeah, so she took the sewing out, and you know, my real hair was fine and everything. So I was so happy. Even though I had wasted money, I still had my hair, and you know, I just wore my hair natural and stuff. But yeah, I was freaking out because I heard all those hair disasters and all those scary stories and stuff, and I thought I was about to be one of those people. I was like, oh no, this is the last time I'm wearing weave. Like, I'm never putting sewing in my hair again. So little behold, look what I got now, a sewing. So yeah, but I did stop for like 2 months. But I did stop for, like, I wore that rest of that summer, I wore my hair natural, girl, because nobody had time for that. So yeah, that was the story when I had a panic attack. And like I said in the beginning, it might not have been a worthy cause, so you don't have to comment that. I know it was petty, but that's what happened to me. I really had a panic attack / anxiety attack. I felt like I was about to die. I couldn't see anymore. I couldn't walk right. Like, I wasn't even making no sense. Like, it was a real life panic attack, and everybody thought I was gonna pass out in the room. And thanks, Mom, for putting the icing on the cake, because I was fine until she said that. But yeah, they should have known when I asked for water that it was something serious, because I don't ask for water. I don't drink water unless I'm drinking water now, but that's because I'm on biotin. But otherwise than that, I don't drink water. So they knew it was something wrong. They should have known. But yeah, so that's it for today's story time. If you like these, like the videos, because I have a lot of crazy stories, funny, all that stuff. So yeah, bye guys.